Good morning, dear students. Imagine what will happen once the earth uses up its reserves of coal, petroleum, oil, and natural gases. How will cars, planes, trains, and all other vehicles run? How will we cook our food? How will generators and heavy machinery work? Clearly, we need to harness and develop the renewable energy sources present in nature. So, today we are going to read about some of the sources of renewable energy here. And the topic for today is green energy. So, let us begin. Now, the first energy that we are going to talk about is the solar energy. The sun has been a source of energy for billions of years. Solar energy is obtained from the sun's ray that reach the earth. The sun's energy can be converted into thermal, or we can say in heat energy, and this can be used for heating purposes in your homes. Okay? It can also be used to generate electrical energy using the photovoltaic cells or solar power plants. Now, what is photovoltaic cells? Solar cells are also called as photovoltaic cells that converts the sunlight directly into electricity. Okay. Next we are going to talk about is the biomass energy. Biomass energy comes from landfills or rubbish dumps. Most of the rubbish that we dump is buried in the ground. As it rots, it generates a gas which can be used as renewable or green energy. Now, as it decays, it generates a gas, and this gas can be renewed, and this gas can be used in energy, okay, green energy. This gas can be used to produce electricity. Fine. In many villages, Indian villages, biomass energy is used for cooking, lighting, and other power needs. Okay, and renewable energy is non-polluting as well. Okay, it's non-polluting. Next, we are going to talk about the tidal power. Tidal power refers to a form of renewable energy in which tidal action in the ocean is converted to electric power. Now, the tidal action means the tides, the ocean, okay, the tidal actions, the tides, the high tide, the low tide, which happen in the oceans, okay. Now, one of the ways in which tidal power is harnessed between high tides and low tides is by using a type of dam to block receding water during the time when the tide flows out from the land. Now, what do you understand by receding? Receding means to lessen or to move away. Fine. And after this, when at low tide, the water behind the dam is released and the water passes through a turbine that generates electricity. Now, what is a turbine? A turbine is a machine for producing continuous power in which a rotor typically fitted with vanes, okay, in which it is producing power. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about the geothermal energy. When water flows over hot rocks underground, hot water and steam are created, which escape to Earth's surface through mud pools, hot springs, and geysers. This hot water and steam created underground can be used to create electricity, okay? And this type of energy is called as geothermal energy. Now, volcanoes are a very good example of geothermal energy, okay, this type of energy. And the Maras of Australia have been using the hot rocks for cooking for years. Fine. Ethanol. Renewable energy can also be derived from agricultural crops. In some areas, corn stalks, sugar beets, sugarcane, and switchgrass are grown especially to produce ethanol, a liquid which can be used in internal combustion engines and fuel cell. Now, what is combustion? The process of burning something, okay? Brazil has one of the largest ethanol mixed gasoline programs in the world. Now, ethanol fuel is also widely used in the USA. Fine. So, I hope students that this green energy chapter was very interesting for you and we came to know about so many renewable energies. And do you know one more thing? Every 15 minutes of the sun's energy can take care of the world's electricity need for 1 year. Okay, so just imagine how powerful our sun is. So you take care, be home and be safe. Bye bye.